Hey everybody, Matty Ice here, and in today's video I'm going to take you through where you can find all 10 bones in the new Warlord's Ruin dungeon, as well as what happens at the end of the quest line, so if you don't want to have that spoiled, I recommend just skipping the last part of this video. Now if you do find this helpful, I'd greatly appreciate a like and subscribe on the video, so let's get into it. Now the first bone can be found at the end of the long bridge. As soon as you go ahead and go through the gates, you just keep going straight ahead, you'll see the door. It's a level 1 required, so you should be able to get this every time. If you do want to just go ahead and get all 10 bones, which I highly recommend, just do it in one run. Have someone who's already completed the quest line or completed up to a certain point, who's able to unlock all the doors up to level 3. Go ahead and do that because it does give you an increased exotic chance drop. Now the next bone is going to be after the prison part. In the first section of the maze where you have to jump up, you're going to go to the first right and it's going to be right there. The third bone is going to be in the maze section again. As soon as you jump over the double trap, look to your left, there's going to be another trap you have to jump over, and the door is going to be immediately in front of you. Again, in the maze section, there's going to be a hole where you have to jump down to continue going forward. Jump over that hole and keep progressing to the end of the hallway. It's going to be on the right. Next one is going to be during the little bridge encounter where you have to kill that big taken abomination. You see the boss shooting at you. Normally you progress to the left to continue forward, but this time you want to go to the right side, platform a little bit, and you're going to be jumping through a hole just like you do to progress normally, but this time it's going to lead you to the level 2 door. This next one can be a little hidden, but after the second encounter, when you first fight this large mob of Taken and Scorn, go ahead and hang a left. There's going to be 2 ways to enter this. There's going to be a lower way and an upper way. As soon as you find this room, just make a left, you'll see the lower way. And if you continue along the pathway, you can see the upper way right here. Next one is going to be when you see this Screeb. If it's not showing up for you, probably because it's your first time through, he takes you right to it. Otherwise, you're just going to keep following this pathway, which is past where you normally go to progress. There's a secret chest in this area too that could or could not be a trap, but either way, the Screeb takes you right to the door. Just follow that pathway all the way to the end instead of normally cutting it off halfway. This is immediately after that Taken room. Number 8's a bit tricky. It's in the giant Taken ballroom. You have to progress all the way down. I just recommend looking for like these little snowy steps going down. It's hard just because all the debris that's flying in this room, it can really push you off. But just make your way down there, grab the bone, and then try to make your way back out. Strand is very helpful here. Number 9 is going to be shortly after you go through that big Taken ballroom. You're going to come to an area just after you fight a bunch of Scorn and Taken. It's the door frame that's directly across from you. So go ahead and just use your strand to grapple, or just platform all the way over there. And that door's, again, a level 3. Now this last one is one that a lot of people miss, and I myself miss. It's one that you really need to get your first time through, but if not, it's fine. Just have somebody else open some doors for you. But it's literally next to the boss chest. You'll see on my screen it's just this little white glowing patch, and that's where the boss bones were. But once you get them, they disappear, obviously, so I can't pick them up a second time. But you'll see a collect icon next to the boss chest. That's the bones. Now before we get to the final bit, spoiler warning, again, last chance, but I'm going to do my solo flawless attempt on Wednesday evening, so come hang out if you want to watch me fail a couple times. It's going to be interesting for sure. Now once you've finished all the quest steps and gotten all 10 bones in that, you're going to go to the tower right before the boss, open this gateway where the little Toland is, and you're going to get a bit of dialogue, and this is really kind of an anticlimactic end to the bones for me, honestly. You get a random exotic. I got Ophidia's Aspect. It's something, I guess. But again, it wasn't really anything amazing. So I'll let you listen in to the rest of the dialogue. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.
I landed a killing blow only once. Hardly seems fair. They say that to draw a weapon against one of your kind is to wish for victory. Even if the beast is slain, the wish is granted. The dragon wins either way. Perhaps that's why they send me on these hunts. Because I do do not wish to do this. The Ahamkara are a force of nature. To blame you for an ill-conceived wish is like blaming fire for burning down a house. And yet, when a fire rages out of control, it must be extinguished. There is no joy or ambition in it. Only the knowledge that it must be done. Rest well, dragon. Let this castle be your tomb, one befitting a creature of your stature. That is the closest thing to a wish you'll get from me.
Shax is the other warlord?
Saladin never mentioned that. It's sweet in a way, that this is the way Heaven chose to speak to us.
Well, Heaven, I'm sure the Guardian found you a worthy opponent too. We were glad to hear your story. Who wants to ask Shax about this?